Trackers, and hello all you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having a Hollow Knight Silksong adventure, or at least I did like 20 days ago when I recorded this episode. You may have noticed that my mouth flaps are not matching the words I'm saying. That's because I had the mute button on for the next entire hour, basically. Somebody thankfully came onto the stream and said, "Hey, you're not making any noises," and I was like, fuck. This actually used to happen quite a lot back in the day. I've got a microphone here that has a light on, so I know whether the mute button is on, and also specifically next to my face I have it so it flashes up whenever I make sound. But occasionally, I accidentally it slips through, and I get a muted episode. But yeah, back in the day, specifically with Hollow Knight, which I will complete one of these days. I've started again because I thought it'd be nice to start again alongside this. Although I've not gone back to it after. I will. I'm just sort of. I'm gonna need to finish Silksong first. Anyway, my original run, there were like several episodes where I just was muted, and I decided to redub the entire episodes. That was insane. That was like half an hour of redubbing and me doing new narration, and you might imagine like it's a lot of effort considering the amount of viewers that video probably gets. But I decided I'm not filling up this entire hour. This is just an introduction. Watch this one. Unfortunately, this is a really action-packed episode. I don't want to just spoil things that happens, but like things happen in this episode. But also the other reason I decided to dub this episode is we've probably already started. I'm probably already on the move, and you might be wondering, hang on, the last episode I did high halls, which means I now have all three melodies. What's happened with? I've lost the stream. This is stream number 45. 44 is missing. So I think it's an hour's worth of footage. And in that hour, I would have gone to the lift and entered in the melody of song, or whatever that's called. We would have heard all the three songs together. That would have been nice for you to see. And then I would have gone up that lift, and we would have met Lace for the first time, and Lace would have kicked my ass. So we are missing my first meeting of Lace. Thankfully, I did not defeat Lace in that episode, and I have no goddamn clue what else I did. All I know is I burnt through my supplies because this episode, this stream was called I Topped Up My Supplies. So evidently I spent some off time gathering supplies, and I was going to do as many side bosses as I could be bothered to do before going to do the boss. And yeah, that's basically what I do. I also want to acknowledge I've just heard how fucking loud the clicking is. That's like when we come back, it's going to be me clicking very loud fighting Lace. That'll be in the next episode with talking again. But like, that's going to be fixed at some point, but I had no idea it was that loud. Somebody even came in and I was like, well, how loud are you clicking your things? But no, it's just because the mic is too sensitive, and I'm going to have to fix that. I'm buying not only have I bought a new mic, which wasn't necessary, but I wanted one. I've bought a mic thing so I can have it next to my face so I can turn it way down, because it's picking up things I don't want it to pick up. I kind of knew that it was like whenever I like do stuff with my fingers or anything, I knew it was doing that, but I didn't know it was like so goddamn loud. I think the gain got put up accidentally as well, but hopefully with the arm that'll fix it. Anyway, this one's this one's a bit annoying. I can live with the muted ones. I stream so much that it's bound to happen occasionally. It's just a frustrating episode to happen, but like more heartbreaking is completely missing that episode where an important thing happened and we met somebody for the first time. It would have been really nice, but hopefully I didn't defeat any bosses in that episode. I don't think I did. for reasons that'll make sense in this episode. Please enjoy. It's genuinely a good one, and so it's a silent episode. This is all I'm going to do. I'm going to add this to the stream. Enjoy.
Logia.
Gevigero.
Provara. Sammene. Fa viono. Provara.
Oh dear. Thank you, Crusader. Oh dear, that's been an hour of John silence. Right. Fuck. What did I say for the last 55 minutes? It's quite hard to... Be gone! A lot of that. Holy shit! I beat her! I beat her with the cheekiest tactics I could think of! I'm sorry, Silk, you deserved better. I thought you'd be harder. I thought you'd be stronger. I probably should have finished Hollow Knight. I never did finish it. It was a bit too hard for me. This is harder, but if you get far enough, you can lean into the cheekiest fucking tactics imaginable. Oh, congratulations, Spider. Finally, I felt your sting, and you've bared the truth of my pathetic empty shell. You always had the secret, child. You are no bug. Yours is a life born entirely from thread. Huh. Life, you're too generous. This weak, wasting existence. This was not life. Just a husk shaped to act like as a child. This happened to me in Bloodborne, you know. Where because every time I'd try and do a boss, and sometimes I'd go, okay, I'll just try a bit harder and I'll beat the boss. And sometimes I go, oh no, this is a bullshit one, and I'll summon someone in. And then occasionally I'd kill him in a minute and I go, I didn't know you were so weak. Can I do it again, but not cheeky this time? And one day I'll replay Bloodborne. But also, Bloodborne has the same problem this does, which is if you lean into a certain... Well, Bloodborne, to heal, you need to you need to farm enemies. And in this, if you want to use tools... Oh, yes, I forget. I play everything on PC and I buy PlayStation for the exclusives. It's why I've not bought a Nintendo, though, for that reason. I would play those games. I just don't want to spend the money. But yeah. Right now, these little buddies I've got, because I've got an item that makes them poisonous, so whenever they have 5 health, they hit things 5 times and die, but that 5 times will do 2 ticks, and I can have 7 of them. But not only that, those spikes I'm putting on the ground also do damage, and to defeat a previous boss called Brood Mother, I also put out a third, and I just filled the screen with things, and it is not establishing me as the coolest, strongest person on the internet, but I got through the fight, and I know that's sort of a part of this game, like as the sort of Souls-like idea, like get through it. You can be cool and prove yourself if you really, really, really want, but also if you look hard enough, there are tools here to help you. But I will say, those tools took me fucking ages to find, and I had to defeat Last Judge before I got half of them. But yeah, I think this is very good. I think the massive improvement over the last game isn't the fights, it's the fact that she can do a dash sprint into sprint. We have a run, but your movement is really, really good in this game. Yours was life, a pale one. Do not confuse your unique creation with its absence. I have seen others make the same mistake. Platitude, Spider, from you. Don't be gross. Head on, climb up and away. You've earned your audience with the divine. Face the Holy Mother. Hang on. who would fashion so cruel and crude a daughter as me. After all, it's you that she wants, is it not? I'm assuming, I think the last game had this. All the bosses I fought and beat, you know what? I don't give a fuck about being cheeky on Broodmother. Broodmother has a move that goes bum, 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 which I will never, ever, ever be able to dodge. But this fight I should have done perhaps without the spikes maybe, but probably not without the little drones. Yeah, this one has a lot more talking in it because the main character can talk as well. I don't know, I really need to finish the first game as well to get the lore, because I prefer not to get it from a lore video. After all, it's you that she wants, is it not? Oh no, Liz is dead. I cannot overstate the reason I went in with all the poison stuff is because I just didn't think I'd have it. There are, over the last hour, because I didn't get to talk because I was accidentally muted for the entire hour, I started the episode. Where did I start it? In the slab. There's a boss called Broodmother. No, I didn't. That's a lie. That's a lie. I started here. I was going to do a boss called Savage Beastfly. You can see it in the bottom right-hand corner. I didn't get there because another Savage Beastfly turned up. There. And Savage Beastfly has two moves. It goes across the screen, it sees you and it goes, wah, wah. And it has a second one where it bashes down. And if it was by itself, not too bad, but it always summons fucking ads. And as soon as they summon ads, I'm shit at it. I'm rubbish at dealing with ads. But also, all the ground falls away every time it bashes down, so you slowly lose and you have to fall into lava. And a lot of the pins don't work on that because lava. I should mention, all these tools cost me money. So if I go back downstairs, hang on, we should probably do that first. Oops. Fucking Windows 11. Cut that out, John. Better a child spun frail than none. Oh, I've got a... Better a child spun pure than them. From our silk, a child born loyal. I mean, it might win Jeff Keighley's Game of the Year awards. I think Blueprint should have been up there instead of Death Stranding 2. I really like Death Stranding 2, but it's not as good as the first game. And not as good as the first game means it shouldn't be Game of the Year. Pale Monarch. Confront the one who haunts the lands of Farloom. Now, unfortunately, I have looked up. There's more than one ending to this game, and I don't want to I want to get them all in one run. So I looked up, like, am I at the end? And obviously Lace is not the end. And... oh, hang on. Lace, Manic Fencer, delights in battle, a bug born entirely of thread, much silk would have been needed to see her sustained, fragile form of life, but life nonetheless. Oh, that's sad now. Phantom, the grey evades their frayed forms, just being strung from silk. Oh, another one. One who's welcomed decisive end in battle over a slow decline. Huge flea. I would not have guessed so large and marvellous a flea existed. I am pleased it saw sense before I had to strike a killing blow. Widow. Her body seemed to be a weaver's, but her mask had been forcibly removed, and her own silk was bound useless by heavy pins lodged through her spine. Oh, was she one of the robot things? I didn't even consider that. Servitor built Boren. Driflin. You can be Driflin. Gentle glider of Mount Fay. Its downy wings and cowl could allow it to resist even the most cutting cold. This one would make a perfect pet, but for the freezing temperatures it requires for comfort. Nemnoid. Flighted creature formed from the cold shard. If shattered, it will quickly reform. The cold shard, even when destroyed, it remembers its former shape. A remarkable material, perhaps even more astonishing that there seems life contained with it. So over the course of the hour, I was trying to say a thing and then I got distracted by the game. I try and play in hours or hour and a half. So I started off trying to fight you. What that is I got this tool here, and with that tool I managed to get to the far fields. I got into a pit here, and if you climb all the way and then fall into a pit, you get a fight against loads of fucking monsters, and then is it 2 of them? Is it 2 savage? There's something in there. I'll have to remind myself. It's at least 1 savage beast fly. But I have a thing now. I have an object that lets me hold onto the wall, so it'll make that much fight easier. And I've got drones. I wanted to do that, but this fucker turned up along the way because I had the quest for it. And then I realised, no, beast fly is just a right bastard. And then I was like, okay, fine. I'll give you a try. I tell you what. I might as well just show you all these people. Can I go back down, please? How do I go back down? Oh. I might not be able to. Let's switch sides. Why can't I go back down? Hang on. Whatever. The cradle. Ooh. Alright, new place. New place is exciting. Love new place. I was doing a thing, so we've got to go back first. Terminus. Rack. Cool. Yes, so everything costs money. This one's really tight with money, so like I've saved up loads of these beads, so these contain 60 each, and for 50 I can buy 80 of these shards, and with 80 of these shards I can refill all my tools by sitting down. You can see on the top up there. I guess the point I was trying to make was, because I had such a hard time, I don't know if I could have beaten Broodmother without having all my poison cheeky bastard gear on. And my cheeky bastard gear was not enough to get me through this fight or this fight. So I just wasn't expecting to immediately beat Lace. Because if I did, in Hunter and not the other mode, but still. Due to unacceptably high injury and unsanctioned deaths, venture travel shall henceforth be denied to all. For Farloom Eternal, a bug whose servants must never die. It's like, yeah, that's lovely, but I really wanted to beat the guys down here. Okay, I'll show everyone what I mean. But it does the Dark Souls thing where you learn the land completely because you have to. Grand Bellway? There's my dog. This is how I've been saving up. There might be a more efficient way to do it, but that gets me about 30 monies every time. 35. So I'm going to get 100. I'm not going to be here all day. Nobody wants to watch me farm. They drop the shards, but it's faster to buy the shards. But yeah, I've watched a streamer play this and not even touch the tools. That guy's a lot better than I am at this game. I don't think I'd physically be able to finish this game. I was saying that, like, it just meant I had to try harder on previous bosses. So maybe... Sometimes bosses feel like they'll never get finished until you finish them and you're like, oh my goodness, I did it. Okay, that's 100. There you go, that's all I wanted. We want to go to